angles of the galaxy. This is Maya Cat, and thank you for joining me on this magical journey through the stars. Today, we're shining a light on a transformative celestial warning for July 22nd to 23rd, 2025, when Mars conjunct the South Karmic Moon node. Stars send you a message: slow down, use your brakes, and redirect your aggression. Why? Let's find out. As always, I'm honored to share this adventure with my incredible co-pilot, Brian. Pour yourself a cup of inspiration, get comfortable, and let's connect with the wisdom of the cosmos. Brian, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Maya. You always bring the cosmic vibes. Let's talk about how these planetary movements will influence our lives, and why now is the perfect time to lean into their energy. July 22nd to 23 of 2025 presents a new challenge for humanity. People may like astrology or not, believe in it or not, it doesn't matter. Regardless of your feelings toward astrology, this challenge will affect everyone, though in different proportions. So what kind of challenge is it? Mars conjunct the South Lunar Node calls for a reassessment of your past, specifically a reflection on past actions that may have been harmful or regrettable. This is a time to cleanse your karma. There are only a few days a year when you can do this without falling into despair, and July 22nd, 23 are those days. This is the time when you must do it. These dates will shape your karma for the entire year ahead. Cleanse it now. Reflect on your own actions in the past that you may regret or should reflect upon. That is the key. It's not about apologies, it's about recognizing your own missteps. It's not about look what they did to me, it's about look what I did to them. Take responsibility for the negative patterns or mistakes in your past and make a conscious effort not to repeat them today. Choose to stop passing on any negativity or harm. This is one of the rare times of the year when you can transform difficult karma into something lighter and more positive. If the phrase "look what they did to me" feels familiar, then this day is especially for you. This is a moment in your life when the stars are offering you the opportunity to heal and grow. Look back into your own past and consider how your actions may have affected others. If you see nothing worth reflecting on, then the mindset of "look what they did to me" will continue to shape your journey. The stars are not asking you to feel guilty today for what you've done. They will offer other times for that, not today. Today is not about guilt, it's about awareness. Feel the weight of your choices and the pain you may have caused, not to punish yourself, but to awaken your heart. There's no need to rush out asking for forgiveness yet, but take a quiet moment to admit to yourself that you may have made mistakes and commit to doing better moving forward. Is that too much to ask? For some people it sounds reasonable, for others it may feel uncomfortable or even unfair. What? I, a unique and valuable soul, should admit to myself that I may have caused harm? Not for me. Well, the stars are not here to judge or preach. They are here to offer you a chance to grow, to heal, and to change your path. But if you choose not to take it, then that unresolved energy may become part of your path moving forward. It's really that simple. Why? Because Mars and Ketu is a cosmic mirror to your shadow self. Mars, the fiery god of war in the cosmic pantheon, is often seen as the bringer of trials and tribulations. But when he dances with the North Node, Rahu, the dragon's head, he becomes something truly magnificent, a celestial bulldozer clearing obstacles with divine fury. In this union, bold action is not only encouraged, it's blessed. Ambition thrives, initiatives bloom, and victories taste sweet. But beware, Rahu, the shadow planet, has no brakes. He amplifies whatever he touches, and when Mars rides shotgun, even noble intentions can spiral into chaos if left unchecked. Now imagine the opposite scenario. Mars meets his ex, the South Node, or Ketu, the dragon's tail. This isn't a joyful reunion, it's more like a family gathering where everyone remembers that one awkward incident from years ago. Here, Mars' energy is restrained, bottled up, and sometimes misfiring like a car on a cold morning. This is not the time to charge forward blindly. Instead, it's a day to look back, reflect, and perhaps apologize, not out loud, but deep within your soul. When Mars aligns with Ketu, the warrior loses his sword, or at least the urge to swing it around. This is not a time for bravado or unnecessary battles. Aggression gets rerouted inward, bubbling up as irritability, unexplained tension, or that all-too-familiar feeling of wanting to yell at your barista because your latte art looked like a Jackson Pollock painting gone wrong. Ketu whispers, Remember those times you used aggression like a fashion accessory? How did that work out? And suddenly the past comes knocking, not with a polite knock, but with a full-on doorbell ringing. Hey, remember me? A kind of vibe. This conjunction awakens memories of moments when brute force, sarcasm, or emotional armor helped you survive. Now the stars say, try being strong without being mean. Try fighting fair. Try kindness. Yes, really. July 22nd, 23 is not just another Tuesday with better weather. It's a cosmic spring cleaning day for your karma. Think of it as spiritual decluttering. Toss out the mental junk, the emotional baggage, and yes, even that one pair of pants you haven't worn since 2014. On these days, the universe hands you a broom and says, go ahead, sweep out the old patterns, especially the ones where you were kind of a jerk. You're not expected to cry publicly or write apology letters to everyone you've ever mildly annoyed. No, what's needed here is internal reckoning, a silent confession. A moment where you look in the mirror and admit, not to others, but to yourself, that maybe, just maybe, you weren't always the innocent victim of life's plot twists. Because, let's be honest, if your inner monologue usually sounds like, look what they did to me, then this is your wake-up call. The stars don't expect perfection. They expect awareness. They don't demand tears. They ask for truth. Today, the focus isn't on how much pain others caused you, but on how much pain you might have unknowingly passed along. Think of it like emotional dominoes. Someone hurt you, you hurt someone else, they hurt another person, and so on. The cycle continues until someone decides to stop the chain. That someone could be you. So take a breath, take responsibility, make a promise not to be perfect but to try harder. Is that too much to ask? Well, some people will read this and nod solemnly, ready to meditate and journal and light a candle. Others might scoff, me? Wrong, please. I'm basically a saint who occasionally forgets to RSVP to dinner parties. Fine, but know this, the universe plays by its own rules. And one of them is simple. What goes around comes around with interest. For women with Mars conjunct Ketu, this period calls for extra caution, especially in relationships. If you've been holding on to grudges against your partner or boss, now is the time to release them. Lingering resentment can activate old destructive cycles, especially if you've played both the victim and the villain in past lives. Professionally, leadership roles may feel tempting, but now is the time to support rather than command. Channel ambition into collaboration. Be the right hand, not the iron fist. Men, meanwhile, are handed a sacred directive. Channel Mars' power toward protection, not provocation. Whether it's defending your values, your family, or your health, use your strength wisely. Sports, martial arts, or even gardening can become spiritual practices today. Anything that lets you sweat without stomping. And remember, Mars' gifts, courage, strategy, physical prowess, are not meant to dominate, but to uplift. Use them to build, not to break. Mars with Ketu is like having a flame inside you that refuses to stay tame unless you learn to hold it gently. If ignored, it burns you from within, causing anxiety, obsession, or that nagging sense that you're constantly at war with something invisible. But if harnessed properly, that fire becomes your guiding star. You become someone who doesn't just react, you respond. Someone who doesn't just fight, you protect. Someone who doesn't just live, you lead with purpose. This conjunction asks you to refine your raw energy, to use your strength with wisdom, to turn your past mistakes into stepping stones instead of tombstones, because ultimately Mars and Ketu aren't here to punish you, they're here to purify you. So here we are, July 22nd, 23, a rare cosmic checkpoint, a chance to clean house, clear karma, and choose growth over grievance. Will you take it? Or will you keep repeating the same patterns, blaming others and wondering why life keeps handing you déjà vu with a side of heartburn? The stars are neutral observers. They offer the opportunity, but they don't force the lesson. If you walk away changed, your future brightens. If not, well, the universe has ways of teaching lessons again and again and again. So go ahead. Look in the mirror. Don't worry if you don't like what you see. After all, the reflection is yours to change. And if you do, you won't just survive this challenge, you'll thrive beyond it. Welcome to your transformation. The stars are rooting for you.
And that's a wrap, my starry-eyed friends. Remember, the universe sends whispers, not shouts, so tune in and trust the process. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more astro insights, and leave a comment to share your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious, stay magical, and keep shining like the star you are. Meow, off.